I would like to introduce a real good friend of mine, my brother Dawah, our man, who's very much responsible for all of us being here, along with our brother Leonard, and so many of the volunteers and people helping out today. Thank you so much. None of this, things don't just happen because, you know, we show up. I know that, so I just want to say thank you. All the people who have hosted us. I see so many familiar faces already. I feel like I'm at home here, playing a home show. So I really want to say thank you to my good friend Dawah. Amer, who's gonna introduce the reminders, but first he's gonna share a little bit of how he came to be here in Leipzig. He's an old pro. He's been here before, so he was our ambassador. So give thanks. Put your hands together for Dawah.
How y'all doing? Give it up for Alex Schein, everybody. One more time, everybody, Alex Schein. We're working hard for y'all. We hope y'all have been having a good time. Reminded to be up here in a second. I go by Dawah. I'm a spoken word artist, and Alex Schein is a real good friend of mine. We've been doing things together for a long time. We met on a plane going to South Africa, post-apartheid, and at a time in which Nelson Mandela was the president. So we know something about reconciliation and healing, and we learned about that, and we decided to dedicate our lives to that. Both in the United States and wherever we have the opportunity to come, including right here. We know the importance of democracy, we know the importance of freedom, and we hope that you feel that through this music and this expression that we're doing today. What I really want to say to you all is that it's really an honor and a privilege for us to be here. It really just means a lot to us to have the opportunity to be here to share with y'all. I want to thank the U.S. Consulate for their sponsorship of us being able to come here in this program overall. I want to thank everybody who's been involved with the planning of this program. I want to thank Leo Schmieding and people from the American Cultures Institute at the University of Leipzig for all the hard work to get us out here. And before the reminders come out, I'm going to kick a quick piece, and then we'll keep moving. This is hip hop, y'all.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Once again, I go by Dawah. We got CDs for sale at the special discount price of €5 today. Please support the artists, support Alex Schein, support the reminders. They fought really hard to be able to get over here. Y'all have no idea how hard it was for us to get here. And we did it. We came here for you, so we thank you. This piece I'm about to kick is a piece called The Grid. And I wrote it one day when I was on a plane. You know, in the United States, we have really big farms, a lot of land. And sometimes, when I look out on my plane and I look down, I see how our farms are like shaped like boxes, like a grid, carved up. And I said, that's not very natural. You know, we had indigenous people on the lands of the United States who didn't live that way. They lived with circles. They had drum circles, they had rituals. It was all about the circle. So we have to learn about how to live in tune with the circle and start to deconstruct this linear way of thinking that we live in. So this piece is called The Grid. This earth I embrace has become a grid. A series of boxed-off shapes and manipulated, mangled angles that try to enforce the control that we will never have. They grid this and that made of lines that exist nowhere but in our over-delineated minds. I see nothing but sharp, peculiar perpendiculars creating an incision of division right through the hearts of those we forced to depart. And in the wake of the grid is a stairwell to bid farewell of the bounded, grounded beings with a feeling of bruising confusion. Why did they not let us over there? I see no lines. This is our earth. This is Mother Earth. We are interconnected and respective of the universal force that makes us and them we. fighting something that made me feel free? When did our tree become your tree? How did you finally kill me? As you speak as a preach of why you're right, you disrespect and attack is unjustified. You lied all to make your grave this sin within your moral right. And you talk of this man named Christ and how by some miracle he looks white. You teach me to shame my mane and my color. But who are you, brother? My color allows me to maintain my same while you tell us to bleach. You preach a God that's not mine, but insist to be fine like wine. And if I lose my ancestors and my history, and if oral, you call it mythology. Just because you write it don't make it true, because only a few came up with your book, and guess what? It's mistranslated. You have debated, argued, and proved to become divided. It's too complicated, don't make sense, but you hide it. Because you don't want us to know that you cover up your flaws with your need for hierarchy and structure as I puncture your ideas. You do not that you truly fear me. In your aristocracy, bureaucracy, and hypocrisy of so-called democracy, because all else you think is anarchy. When I mention equality, you label it communism, socialism, and Marxism, and say it leads to volatility. But I speak the truth of love, binding all of our existence that persistence that Buddha, Krishna, Christ, Muhammad, and Abraham are all the same color. And so are we. And only then will there be no grid. When we become encapsulated in the completeness and simplicity of our common unified existence, there will be no grid. We'll be one. So as I fly high into the air where I'm to be free, I look back down and imagine the grid disappearing before me. When I come back down, those lines will be erased, and you and I shall be. Thank you all very much. We hope you all are having a good time today. We really appreciate all of you being here. And